the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Yo, what is up, gamers? Big boss time, and that calls for some big strats, and I will bring them to you today. Now, the problems with this boss: long run back, easily get one shot, those are the problems, and I will now tell you how to avoid them. First way to avoid them is, listen, let's not care about the first phase, it doesn't mean much. When you're in like the weird void place, that's when it matters. So when you're in the weird void place, how do you dodge the spells, right? First piece of advice: do not roll, run. Rolling will A, waste your stamina, and B, isn't as fast and isn't as calculated. The spells are very much calculated that they will always be behind you if you run clockwise around her, right? So you've got that down, you're running clockwise around her. Now what do you do? How do I capitalize on my hits? I feel like I'm not hitting. So this is the time to bring in some summons. At the start of the battle, after she shoots her laser beam, you summon. I summon the undead legion dudes because they're undead and they kind of provide a constant distraction because she doesn't really do AoEs. But any summon with a big HP pool will do. Now, what if your summons are dead? The best thing to do is capitalize on the Dragon Ball beam attack. That's really your only thing where you're completely safe, other than summoning and wailing on her back, right? So you've beat the first phase of the void. Now she summons. What do you do? Now I split the summons into two categories: bad and banger. The bad ones are the troll and the guy on the ground with the sword. They're both really bad because they do a lot of damage, catch up to you really easy, and do area of effect damage. They are bad. What to do in that situation is just get out of there and run away, right? But the second ones are the dragon and the wolves. The wolves are good because you can easily outrun them. So you just lead them away from the boss, lead them back in, hit on her, lead back out, lead back in, hit on her. You get time. They're really slow. The dragon is really good because it's calculated. You just run away from the fire and then run in to dodge the sweeping attack. And in the second phase, when she summons, she's a lot less aggressive with the spell, so you can really afford to get that extra hit in. And the last piece of advice I want to give you is jumping attacks. They are so good for giving small amount of damage and really rolling away, because you really do not know when she's going to pull out that spell that's going to one-shot you, and you have to do the boss fight all over again. Well, thank you gamers for listening. I hope you get that second phase of the boss fight down, because the first one is very long and very annoying. I dislike it, but big boss time. You know, we're getting through the game, we're getting to some big bosses. So, good night gamers.